Hey Sagittarius, it's Jen here, and am making noise. I am doing your mid-December check-in, so thanks for joining me. I've already done the 2021 overviews. I'm not sure when I'll post them in relation to this video, but they may already be posted by the time this one's up, so check those out. So when I did the December readings, I pretty much skipped right over the fact that the new moon in Sag on December 14th is a solar eclipse. You know, tiny little details. And it's connected to that eclipse in June. So thinking back about what was going on there, and because eclipses can last for 6 months, so we'll have another 6 months. And I think this goes through 2021. But a new moon, so what do you need to finally deal with, get rid of, tackle, enroll, whatever you need to? What do you need to do to get to your goal? It's time to clear out those things that are holding you back so you can really freely move forward the way Sagittarius likes to. And then we're also on the solstice on December 21st, having that Jupiter-Saturn conjunction in Aquarius. So that energy is going to be really, really interesting this year. And again, it's kind of this push and pull between Saturn and Jupiter. Jupiter, the let's go, let's do it, let's expand, don't hold me down. With Saturn saying, well, someone has to be the adult and we have to put food on the table and pay the bills. So I love your idea, but we have to do practical things too. But then Aquarius says, how do we figure out how to do both? How can we have both, or make the best of things? That's not what I was thinking I was going to say, but since it came out. Now let's jump into some channeling I did first, and then we'll look at the cards. So happy birthday, by the way, if your birthday's into December and you're Sagittarius. On the surface, so I wrote half this channeling, I don't know, like last week or sometime during the week when I was up early. And then, so I have to see if I can remember what my writing says. On the surface, literally on the surface. Okay. Meet someone, very strong attraction, but seemingly not much else in common, but the chemistry is undeniable. Okay. I think we've all been there. Timing, really trying to figure out the timing of something, of delivering news, logistics. I mean, that can be anything. When to have a baby, whatever comes to your mind is what it is for you. Maybe just travel, or if you're not traveling right now, which I guess we really, really shouldn't. I'm lucky I live right next door to my parents. We're in the same pod, so I feel extremely fortunate, like unbelievably grateful. Don't let people waste your time. Someone may be trying to get you involved in something, so you will deal with it. Oh, so you'll deal with it for them. Stick to your boundaries. This person needs to deal with their own business. So if there's someone that you're codependent with, it's time to say, hey, put up some boundaries and let them suffer the consequences. And that sounds, I shouldn't have said that way. But we all have to, here's a little bit of Saturn coming in. We all, at some point in your life, you have to learn the value of money. You have to learn things, and it doesn't mean it has to be painful by any means, but for someone to struggle a little bit, realize how much you work for the amount of money you get, for what things cost, etc. That's a valuable lesson. So not to rob people of those situations in life where we do learn things. Because I cherish a lot of the things I've learned. I mean, some are embarrassing, some are pretty like, holy crap, how, God, I was so immature. However, they all are woven into who we are today. And unfortunately, as I know, learning things the hard way really is sometimes the best way. Because I would never listen to anyone else, let's be real. You're starting to realize someone you know, partner's family, coworker, significant other, your family. Oh, I didn't finish writing. You're starting to see that someone is toxic in your so I mean, it could be a family. It seems like maybe someone you're getting to know. So all of a sudden you're like, whoa. I mean, it could be someone you're dating, right? But I first thought it was maybe if you're dating someone or with someone in their family or something like that came in strongly, and you're kind of really getting your eyes opened up to some behavior. You're like, what the fuck is up with that? And then I saw, and this is, I just get random things, a nightlight with a fairy or an angel on it. So I don't know if that resonates with anyone, but it also reminded me of nighttime and dreams. And I've been having crazy dreams. I don't know about you guys. So to keep a dream journal by your bed and try to write them down. So it's because you never know. You're like, oh, I had a dream, but you can't quite. You kind of have a feeling, but you can't quite remember it. I don't know why that happens, but it's nice to you want to capture those types of moments on paper. So some of you may really start journaling this year, or maybe have something to write, like a book or something. A proposal. So, I mean, this can be lots of things. It can obviously be a engagement, someone, or you asking someone to marry you. But you may have to give a proposal at work, or a presentation, or go to one or listen to one, or a big ask. So someone may want to move in with you, or when to have children, having I think we should start a family. I think we should move. It could be anything. Then I got to move, and then I saw the movie The Proposal with, I love that movie, Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock and Betty White. So Betty White came up strongly, and then Willie Nelson. And I have no idea why. But I'll tell you, if 2020 takes either one of these people before the end of the year, I will be fucking pissed. Enough is enough. And I'm a positive person, but I've about had it with this year, and that's unlike me to wish the year away. So 4 of Swords. This could be healing from, any sort of sickness this year. It's after, good Lord. It's after the 3 of Swords, which is often, I want to say the T, but I don't know if you're supposed to. There's probably some grammar police watching. You can leave it in the comments. Recovering, it's interesting, recovering from some sort of heart issue, recovering from a broken heart, recovering. This is learning that stress, it's a bit of a surrender. Shit happens. Letting go of things, letting go of control, of trying to control things, because trying to control external things really doesn't do anything internally but make you anxious. Learning to meditate, taking time for yourself, taking a vacation, taking time out, but really allowing yourself to heal, to relax, to rest, and taking good care of yourself. 8 of Pentacles. Well, a great way to do that. The 8 of Pentacles is all about finding that thing you love to do, that your heart feels nourished. Your soul feels nourished. It's weird I said heart because that is not what I meant to say. I was going to say soul. Feed your soul. It's like for me, getting up early and doing these readings. Oh my God, I can't wait to, I love waking up before first light and coming down and just being here and doing these readings. And anyway, I also get that. It's weird, but gardening, that's not weird, but I always had horses until 2015, my whole life. And so being in the barn on a weekend day or morning with maybe the radio on, the horses are just all sort of mellow and mucking stalls. I love it. Walking, it can be anything. Often it's a craft though, or it's taking a class and really, maybe you dabble in cooking, but you're like, I really want to learn how to cook. It really interests me. It relaxes me. I love cooking. Great. Working on cars. I mean, it can be anything. So not to get too focused on, well, I'm not an artist. I'm not really creative. You're probably creative, just not in the traditional sense. Making jewelry. Someone else in their like 2021 reading got something about working with metal. I don't think it was us though. Okay, 4 cards wanted to come out, and I just decided I'm going to read the pairs from each deck. So we have the 6 of Pentacles. Oh, and the 4 of Wands. So this really pairs well with that a proposal, a big ask, moving in together, some sort of, should we have a child, some sort of major milestone in life. All right, I'm going to use an incense stick to point instead of come on, a pencil. I like to write in pencil. Okay, now I'm just talking about random shit I don't even care about. Balance. So this is the give and take. I think you're going to know if you've really found your true partner or someone you want to continue these big milestones in life with, as there being a give and take. One person doesn't feel like they're carrying the other person. It's not too. So often I see givers with takers, and I mean, I don't know. It's for me. I don't know. I don't want to feel like I'm doing everything, but in a way, I can be controlling and do everything and allow sort of that type of like I can take care of myself and maybe not allow. I don't think that really was the case, but anyway, that's going to be really important, that give and take in any relationship, and being there for each other. And not everything's going to be 50-50 all the time, but you're on each other's side. You've got each other's back. I think is really, really important. And you'll each help each other out in different ways. You both have your own superpowers. Not everyone can have the same superpower. That'd be boring, right? You know what superpower I want? I want the ability, I'm all over the place, man, to be able to just be anywhere instantly. Although with COVID, that would be really bad, because think how fast things would spread. But think there would be we would cut down. My son lectures me. I said there'd be no pollution. He's like, well, cars aren't the main polluter in the world. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, dude. I'm sure he's right. But it would still cut down on pollution. No accidents, no airplane. I mean, just think about how cool. You could just visit no matter where someone lived. You could just visit them, pop over. Oh, I think that'd be great. Okay, I've really went off on a tangent. Ten of Wands. I love this Ten of Wands. This is one of my favorite decks. I'm going to tell you, I love working with her decks in general. And I'm forgetting, shit. Barbara. It'll come to me. But look at this beautiful Ten of Wands. It's such a different feel and visual than the traditional Rider-Waite. But it's almost like she's leaving. She's getting away from whatever is weighing her down. You can faintly see she does have the wands on her back. But I always envision in the traditional Rider-Waite, the person's bent over, that they just throw these down and they're like, enough. Like, why am I carrying shame from childhood? Why am I carrying this other person? Why am I constantly sacrifice myself and take on more burden? I don't know, whatever your thing is, whatever your monkey on your back, your demons, and dealing with them, putting them down, really looking at them. Okay, which ones are mine? Which ones do I need to stop, do something and figure out how to stop carrying them? What resentment, and let that stuff go. Five of Swords, conflict. This is someone that's not going to change. This is someone who draws a line in the sand. They fight. They're more important. It's more important for them to be right than to try to get along. It's a selfish person. I mean, sometimes there are times you have to be the Five of Swords and draw a line in the sand and say, no, that goes against my values. I'm not bending to make you happy. I'm not bending because you're going to throw a fit if you don't get your way. But it's going to release a burden for you by putting your foot down with someone or some situation. Could be with yourself. The Tower. Fuck. Wow. I love it. Okay, this is like, I think, one of my favorite combinations of cards I've ever gotten, because the Tower, even though I think I said fuck, I love the Tower. I've learned to love the Tower. So I just had a Tower moment not too long ago. In the wake of the Tower crashing, once the dust has settled, it does hold the seeds to a wish, because without that Tower crashing down, we wouldn't get our wish. It's a catalyst. It shakes the foundation. We see what isn't real, what isn't sustainable. And lots of times there's creativity, there's a release, a freedom, a breakthrough that we can then move forward because we're shown what truly matters. King of Pentacles, some money coming in, and the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is moving from rough water, from an emotionally turbulent time, to smooth sailing, to calm, peace. It's having a peaceful atmosphere. So if something or someone in an atmosphere that you, whether it's at work, at home, it doesn't matter where, friend group, I think you're going to say see ya to some toxic person or situation and release yourself from it. And you really will be healing. You'll be able to spend time working on yourself and what you love and what feeds your soul. Balance. Stability. This is slow and steady wins the race. So sitting with something uncomfortable, whether if you have to break up with someone or move out, maybe you don't like your roommate, take on a higher rent or something. It doesn't, it may be it may be difficult, seemingly, but once you push through, oh, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to feel more confident and know that things are just going to continue to get better and better and better. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. Something like that is the quote. I used to ride a horse named Better and Better. He's in the Olympics, actually, in the 76 Olympics. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you guys for the rest of December. Happy holidays, Happy New Year, happy solar return, and take care. Bye.